So this is strictly going to be an update on the Aqua Pro Vac Extractor. I did a review and acquired this extractor a few months back now, and since then I want to say I've done at least 50 plus cars, or at least 50 plus uses with the extractor, and have pulled the trigger at least 1,000 times by now, which is like me actually pulling the trigger and injecting the water into the seats and vacuuming up at the same time. So this is just going to be a review of what I've experienced, how it's holding up, and if I still recommend it to you guys that want to extract interiors. For those just tuning into my channel, maybe this is the first time you're seeing me, I'm a mobile detailer that goes out to homes or locations and detail their cars on site. So I do a lot of interior cleanings, and I have dozens and dozens of videos of me using this extractor. And to this day, right now, I still highly recommend the Aqua Pro Vac Extractor if you're looking to get into interior cleaning and extracting seats, carpets, whatever you need to extract. At this point, I can't really highlight any cons, right? Going into the extractor, and when I made my first review, I already knew what was, the build. Like I said, it was kind of constructed out of plastic, so I wasn't gonna completely just hammer the thing into, as hard as I can, because I knew you have to be mindful of, if you bang it against something too hard, if you drop it too hard, if it squeezes against something, it could potentially crack much easier than like a metal constructed body. So going in, like, I never lift the extractor from the actual top handle. I always grab it from the bottom. With the hose, I never just let it drop. Like, I always carefully put it down. And I don't mean like I'm like bathing it all the way down, but I gently, put it to the ground. That way the plastic nozzle doesn't crack or, anything like that. The only thing that's happened that's not really a problem is that once the hose came out of this housing, or whatever you want to call this here, and I just have to squeeze it back in, no biggie. Other than that, I mean, it has not leaked. It looks a lot dirtier now because we've used it so many times. But I mean, I'm telling you, I've had 1,000 pulls on this trigger and no problem whatsoever. Again, going back to, like, as soon as you touch this, it's plastic. Like, it's not some heavy grade, heavy constructed quality of material here. So like, you're not gonna literally just put 50 pounds, if you could get that, 50 pounds of pressure into the trigger, knowing that it's plastic and you can probably easily break it. So when I do pull on the trigger, it's a light, gentle pull. That way I'm not gonna break it. Same thing with things, like, it's just, you can tell it's plastic. So if I dropped it from here, would it, oh snap, almost dropped the camera. If I dropped it from right here, and let it go to the ground, to the concrete, is it gonna crack? I mean, I don't know. But I don't wanna give myself that chance. So I'm always gonna, like, slowly put it down to the ground. That way I just lessen the chance of anything happening. Now, as far as the power, I mean, other than that, I have no problems with it. Like, I have no problems recommending it to you guys that are getting into it. And it has no heater, but it's been no problem whatsoever. Like, for the price point, for the size specifically for me, I need something compact that's gonna be able to fit in that small van right there, right? A lot of other extractors are just too bulky. They're too tall, they're too heavy for me to put it in here with no problems. Could I fit a bigger extractor? Yeah, but it's probably gonna take up half the cargo space in my van, as opposed to if I use this, it's super compact. And I'm pointing here because the extractor is right there. So that's why I'm pointing down. If I use an extractor like that, it's so much more compact. I can move it around the job sites much easier. I mean, I've been on gravel, on concrete, on dirt, on grass. I mean, I've been on everywhere, and it's been holding up fine. So I still highly say, if you're looking for extractor, definitely get this one, because I have no cons with it. And this one goes more into just knowing how to extract properly, but I've never had a problem of saturating too much water. Like, not a lot of water comes out of the nozzle for it to overly saturate the seats. Again, that kind of comes more down to how you extract, but I have no problem saturating. I have no problem sucking out the water with the vacuum. It's not going to be the strongest. Like, if you compare this to a much higher tiered extractor, the higher tier extractor is going to win. But entry level price, great product, it's reliable, it's durable for what it is, it doesn't have a heating capability, because then the price will kind of go up by $200-300. It's very worth it. That's all I have to say in this video. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, or anything that you want to know about the extractor, I've used it plenty of times now. let me know and I'll be more than happy to answer that in the comment section down below. I'll see you on the next video.